Hey there guys, this is going to be a full tutorial on the DirBuster tool, and before that I have already written a blog post on the DirBuster tool. So in the blog post you can find all the information related to the DirBuster, and you can also find the useful examples in the DirBuster tool, and also you can find explanation for those. So I'll just close this, and also the DirBuster tool is available for the Windows users also. You can just click on the DirBuster download, and you can download the DirBuster tool for Windows, and if you want the source code for the DirBuster, just click on the DirBuster source code, and there are only these much features in the DirBuster tool. So we'll be talking about these features also, and I'm sure that by end of this video you will be familiar with all of these features. So let's see how to do how to use the DirBuster tool. So I'm just going to close this. So I have given the examples. If you want, you can just go through it. I'm just closing it. So the interface looks something like this, guys, and you can also find the DirBuster tool in the application menu. So I'm just entering DirBuster. You can find it here, or if the tool is not installed, just enter this command, that is apt get install DirBuster. Okay. So firstly, in the target URL, you want to enter the target. So I will just enter http example.com and 80. So if you want to specifically want to directory bust a particular port, you want to specify the port. So here I'm specifying the port 80, and also you can add the https also. If you are having a https target, you can just add a https in front. So I'm just targeting the http URL, and also you can add multiple ports if you want to do DirBusting. So I'm entering 22, that is SSH, and also let's enter 53 for this domain name service, and also let's go with the 80, that is HTTP, and let's give slash, guys. So now if I run this, and also let's see the work method. So I have given the auto switch as the work method, and the number of threads, you can go faster, you can just select go faster, which means that by default the threads will be set to 200, and also you can manually set the threads. So I will go with the maximum ones. So maximum is 500 thread and the minimum is 1 thread. So I'm going with the 500 thread, and also over here you could see that select scanning type. So list brute force and also pure brute force. When you select pure brute force, you just can't select, you can't browse the files where the files you want to do brute forcing. So if you want to do manual brute forcing, then you have to select list based brute force. Okay guys, so I'm selecting list based brute force, and I'm just going to browse it. So once I browse, remember this, every usernames and the password for brute forcing will be in this particular directory. The directory is, let me go to the root. The directory is /user /share and /word list. Where is word list? Let me check for the word list. So here it is, /word list. And over here you can see all the usernames and password for brute forcing. So we are going with the DirBuster file itself. So I have clicked the DirBuster, and you can select the usernames and passwords. So I'm going with the directory list 1.0.txt. So this is how to manually select a particular file. And also you can just go with the pure brute force. In pure brute force, if you select pure brute force, all the possible usernames and password will do a brute forcing on the directories found. So, and also if you select pure brute force, you can select the character set. For example, the character set is 0 to 9, A to Z, or 0 to 9, so on. You can just go through it, and also there is minimum length and maximum length, you can set it. So I'm just going with the list based brute force. And also there is a small icon over here, list info. You can just click here and find information on the brute forcing. So that's it about this brute forcing, guys. And over here in the right side corner, you could see that dirt to start with. So it is basically where you are starting the scan from. So I'm just entering slash. Slash is nothing but it is root. And also I have added the file extension. So if you know the target is using the PHP, then you must enter the file extension. So I'm just entering PHP as the file extension. And if you don't know how to find the file extension of a target, just do some information gathering on the tool, like using DNS recon or the HTTP rack and web HTTP rack. So these are the tools available. So using this tool you can find the file extension, and even you can find the file extension of the target using the nmap tool. So check that also. I have made all the videos on these all tools I have talked about. So check every videos I make, and I hope these videos will be helpful for you guys. So make sure you give a like and subscribe to our channel. And on these you could see there are 4 options available over here. So when you select standard start point, these options will be selected. That is brute force does. That means that brute forcing on the directories found, possible directories found, and you could also see that brute force files, which means that you are brute forcing on possible files found. And over here it says that be recursive. Recursive is nothing but recursively doing a brute forcing on a particular directory or a file. And use blank extension. So the blank extension, for example, it is if you didn't enter any extension in the file, over here I have entered PHP, but if you don't know the particular extension, you can just select this. Okay guys, so I'm just going to start this. So once I start, it's saying that your target is not a valid URL. So I think there is a problem with the target. Let's go with a single port, guys. So I think there are multiple ports are not supporting. Let's start now. So here we are. So the DirBuster tool selects only one port, but in Dirb tool, I made a video on the Dirb tool also. The Dirb and the DirBuster is very much similar. The Dirb tool is command line interface. The DirBuster is graphical user interface tool. And the Dirb tool has allowed me to enter multiple ports, but this DirBuster tool doesn't allow me to enter multiple ports. So no problem. It is a graphical user interface. We can see all the informations easily. And over here you could find that the scanning is taking place, and below you could see that the current speed and also the time to finish and when to stop. So I'm just going to stop this, and so that's it guys. This is how to scan for a particular target in the DirBuster tool. So I will just go back and show you how to do URL first. So to do URL first, you need to just select the starting option. Just select the URL first, and over here below you could see that this line is enabled, and you need to enter the particular URL you want to do URL fuzzing. So I will just enter the target. The target is example.com dot, let's enter /admin. Yes, now let's start. So it will be doing URL fuzzing on this particular thing I have entered. So it says that URL you have chosen to fuzz does not start with a /. So I will just enter. Okay, let's go with another possible URL I found. So I will enter my own domain name, that is techirec.com /dirb, and let me do it. So it says that you are missing a directory. So guys, we have to enter the particular directory. So I don't know any directory in my domain name, so which means that it says that we need to specifically enter domain directory name, and then only it does the URL fuzzing. So for example, we are just entering example.com / you need to enter the directory first. For example, the directory can be etc, and you need to mention the file. So the file can be passwd. You can find all the passwords over here guys. So I'm just entering start. At least now it should come. So I don't know, it is not working. So let's go with the domain name itself. So I'm just entering the domain name. So even if I enter the domain name, it is not working. So I think the possible URL should be there. We are entering a random URL. So make sure you just try with your Kali machine, enter the possible URLs. So to find the possible URLs, just do dir. Firstly, you need to do a standard scan in the DirBuster or dirb. Just find how many URLs are there, just enter that once. So I think the URL I have entered is not possibly available. So this is how to do your URL. First you need to enter the particular URL and just give start. And also there is options. You can check for the options, guys. Here is the looks and the fields. You can just change the looks and the fields. And also there is follow redirects options. And also there is debug mode. And that's it about this DirBuster tool. I think this video helped you a lot, and make sure to give a like and subscribe to our channel. See you next video, guys.